Well, hi. Today is Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. Look a little bit like a lumberjack today, don't I? It was in rotation in the closet. This is what I put on today. Also, what do you think of the new set? And this is, by the way, this is temporary. This is just where I'm at now. The new set will be done hopefully soon, and it will be a permanent set inside of the studios on Willow in Council Bluffs, inside of the Park building. And it's all on the way. Kyle Ranney, my partner in crime up here, has been busy working on his own different sets for video, and I have been actively working inside of this room. And the next step is to create a space specifically for the shows that I do. And that is coming up very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to giving you updates. Speaking of updates, Kyle is back on the show today to talk about all the latest that's happening at the studios on Willow. And also, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the activities that are coming up, including the Low-High Trek. Do you know what that is? Well, you're going to learn a little bit more about it today, although I think it might already be sold out. So we're going to talk with Kyle Ranney about that all on today's episode of Morning Coffee. If you're planning a wedding or special event, you need to see the Acres, one of the most flexible and beautiful venues around, with acres of space for ceremonies and receptions, a big outdoor patio, cocktail tables, and fire pits. And you're going to get full catering freedom with no extra fees, plus a flat rate that includes setup, teardown, cleaning, tables, chairs, and even a bartender, so you can BYOB with zero stress. The team makes everything smooth, so your day feels completely yours. And right now, the Acres has great end-of-year deals. Schedule a tour at theacresvenue.com. Service Master Restored by Schmader knows it can be hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke, and you may be left with all sorts of questions about how to get your home or business back to normal. Service Master Restored by Schmader will restore your space by offering quality commercial and residential restoration services in Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. Call 402-339-9911. And Morning Coffee brought to you by Keith Jones, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Council Bluffs. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We try to do one of these weekly updates with Kyle Ranney of Tail Slate Agency, learning more about everything that's happening at the studios on Willow. But before we get started, what's the deal with that hat? Friends of Stone Park? I know where Stone Park is, but what's the Friends of Stone Park? What is that?
Yeah, so I think a lot of people probably don't know that the way state parks are funded is kind of a point of contention for a lot of people.
Okay.
And so that's why these friend groups start. So they help fundraise. Each state park has a friends group, and then essentially they help fundraise for special projects or things for each state park that fall out of the privy of what the people who run the parks, those local parks, can do. Because of the way that funds are allocated. Like, so when you go stay at a camp park, the money you pay to camp there doesn't actually go to that state park. Well, it does, but it goes into the general fund and then gets redistributed.
Okay.
That way. So some of the state parks have extra needs, and so they have friends groups that are people that donate, people come help clean up, do a little bit extra above and beyond for the state parks locally. So if you like state parks and you want to help out, find a friends group and get involved.
We have a lot of them right around here close.
I probably paraphrase how that state structure works. So, if somebody wants to go in the comments and put a little bit more detail and all that, that's fine. But essentially, the friends groups are for state parks and other parks, other areas, other sort of organizations too have some attached, just to help do a little bit above and beyond.
So is Stone Park one of your destinations up there in Sioux City?
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, well, I've been to many. I've been to every state park on this side of I-35 and a few on the other side. But those are harder to get to.
Yeah,
that requires a weekend instead of just a day trip.
Just a day trip, yeah.
If you want to take in more than one. So it's on my list. It's a bucket list of mine to hit every state park in Iowa, and I haven't done it yet. Some of the big ones I haven't been to.
Sure.
So, I haven't been to Backbone, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Maquoketa Cave State Park, which I've heard also is very, very nice. But a lot of them around here I like quite a bit.
Yeah, like Waubonsee.
I like going down. I like hiking at Waubonsee, yeah.
There's Blackburn, which there's just a pavilion on. There's not a lot there. Actually, they have a pit toilet. Blackburn.
Right.
It's a cool area, and there's a really good. If you like squirrel hunting, there's really great squirrel hunting.
Squirrel hunting at the
in
state
that
park.
area.
What do you?
Well, no, in the adjacent area.
I see.
So you can start on the state park and then hike to just some DNR land that's on the side. But we were there, and last time I was there, I saw a muzzleloader hunting some deer. But it's also, he told me it was a great spot to go squirrel hunting, and there are a lot of oaks and a lot of trees back in the attached part of the state park, not the actual state park. Don't go hunting in the state park. But there's a big area over there. I can't remember the name of that other area. But
have you identified a favorite state park that you've been to?
Favorite state park?
Yeah.
In Iowa?
Well, sure, in Iowa, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, there's great state parks everywhere, but in Iowa.
Honestly, I really like Waubonsee.
Yeah?
I do like Waubonsee quite a bit. I know we're in the Stone State Park hat, but I'm friends with. I know Matt Moles. He he's like the head honcho of the park down there. He's a super cool guy, and he goes on the Low-High Trek, which is coming up here in April. We'll tell you a lot more about that.
Yeah, more of that coming up.
We're going to cover that event and get that event info out there, which actually I think it's probably sold out right now, so I don't want to promo it. But we'll show you it so you can get on the roster for next year, because it's kind of hard to get in that event. So
well, they put it up there, and it goes quickly.
It does,
and it's become extremely popular, and it's a multi-day event.
Yes,
hiking up and down the Les Hills.
So I'll give you the too long didn't read thing. But there is a group. There was a founder who hiked all of the Los Hills, border to border here in Iowa. And now there's a group that goes and hikes sections of it each year. You get to stay on public land. They also do route finding through private land, and they get permission from owners to do things that people normally wouldn't be able to do. And so in efforts of maybe 10 years down the road from now, establishing a through trail, we are all out here hiking this trail, bringing awareness to it, and trying to get attention, get landowners singing, like, oh, this brings economic development to our small towns, because people want to travel here and go on these hiking experiences in our Los Hills and in our prairie lands.
Oh, boy, I think that a through hike from Minnesota to Missouri, wow, that would be something to be able to have access to that. There's a lot of extended hikes, and there's the what do they call it, the Triple Crown of through hikes, where you're doing the Appalachian Trail, Pacific Crest Trail, and I forget what the third one is, but it goes through
Continental Divide.
Yeah, the Continental Divide. Yeah.
No, there's a new one now.
Is there? Well, it goes east to west, right?
Oh yeah, that's
which actually comes right through Council Bluffs.
Yeah, there's several of those actually. So,
but anyway, yeah, mine, I think, as far as state parks goes, probably Ledges.
Ledges
over in Madrid. Yeah,
I haven't been over that way.
It was great hiking. It had a river. The camping, I haven't camped there, but tent camping was remote. So you kind of had to, there was a big wide path and easy to get into, but each site was off the path. So you felt like you were out there by yourself.
Yeah. Well, maybe we need to make a series on this.
I think that is a very good idea.
Maybe later this year. We do, however, have plans to make a series for our local county right here in Potawatomi County.
Yeah, we've been talking about this idea for a while of going to some of the different communities, going to the county park system, and highlighting things that are going on in these areas. And I think that, as you said, I think it'd be pretty popular. And hopefully we can learn some things that folks outside of the locals may not know.
Yeah, I think that's going to be great. And I think there'll be a lot of future expansion on that, probably working on something with Mills County. I think it's going to happen. I'm excited. Well, we got word today that a grant got approved, so I'm excited to
that's
maybe highlight some great businesses and parks and places down there in our county just south of us here.
Yeah,
so.
there's so much to talk about, and it's the reason why these shows are doing as well as they are, from morning coffee to local roots and some of the new things that we're talking about doing. It's because people that live here are proud of the fact that they live here, and they want others to know about it. And that's what our job is. That's what it is that we do, is highlight what's happening here locally and elsewhere around Southwest Iowa. And we're just we're getting out there and we're telling the stories. And we would actually, I'd love to know if anybody else has any content out there that we could highlight. I'd love to have you in on the show, talk about some of the stuff you've done. That would be cool.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, we're gonna go make some of this content, but there's so many things here locally that that are within 20 minutes of us that are like on the national news, like CNN, international news, BBC get featured, world famous, except people from Council Bluffs have no idea that there's an aronia farm up by Missouri Valley, and they're like, this exists? I'm like, yeah. They also have canvas tents that you can go stay in, and people don't know. So I get excited when I talk about local things that I think we can create. We can stimulate our economy here locally with locals. I get excited about that idea. How do we build awareness about our own local area? How do we get people to go to the communities that are only just 10 minutes away that have some really cool stuff to offer, versus us always going to Omaha or somewhere else? Why not keep it local?
Yeah, I agree with that statement completely. And you've talked to me before, and we haven't done it yet, but you're trying to get me out there. You can get out and do backpacking not that far from here, where you are in the wilderness and away from any type of civilization that I don't know that everybody knows is out there.
Yeah.
And based on how you tell me you don't see anybody while you're out there, I'm guessing not many people do.
Or if you do see somebody, you ask them, what are they up to? Because you're like curious, because you're like, what are you doing out here? Oh yeah, I'm backpacking, or like I said, I ran into somebody who was hunting. There's people that trap squirrels and all sorts of things, and you can do all that, other things besides squirrels. I mean, beavers, raccoons, but there's so besides hunting and wilderness stuff, you can do. You can just go on day hikes that are really fun, and there's the cool outlook spots. I've heard of people hang gliding off of the tallest hill in the local area, not the tallest elevation, but the tallest hill where you have the greatest change in elevation.
Yeah.
Out at Murray Hill, you can hang glide off the Murray Hill. I've heard of people hang gliding off of Murray Hill.
No, the tallest elevation in Iowa is flat.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's flat.
But the tallest,
you can't tell.
The tallest difference of elevation.
Difference in elevation.
At least on this side of the state is probably Murray Hill.
Yeah.
If you go over on the Mississippi side, I'm sure there's some cliffs over there that are far above that. But on this side of the state, can you imagine hang gliding off a hill? It's a pretty big hill.
Yeah. I was earlier this year, I was over at Pikes Peak State Park, just south of McGregor. And big cliffs,
big drop
overlooking the Mississippi. It's beautiful over there. But we've got the same types of things over here. It's not as a spectacular difference, but it's more unique.
Yeah.
The area that we live in and the topography that we have around here doesn't exist anywhere else in the country. Yeah. You have to go to the other side of the world to find any other place that looks like it.
There's spots and sunsets you can see. If there was a little round hole in the side of the hill, you'd think you were in living with the hobbits and the Lord of the Rings in the Shire. I mean, there's just spectacular places and views that you can go. I feel like a lot of people, they just don't know. They don't know it's available. And a lot of these places are free to go.
Yeah.
There's just some rules, like clean up after yourself, leave no trace. Don't stay for more than 2 weeks. You can't live there.
Right.
You can't build your little own hobbit home and stay. But you can go out and enjoy these places, and they're all family friendly. You can go. There's lakes you can go kayaking, canoeing in, all sorts of fun things. Well, and you can do day trips, or you can camp out for a couple of weeks if you want.
So we're going to be out shooting video, doing voiceovers, telling stories. All of that is coming up very, very soon. But in the meantime, we are working our tails off here at the studios on Willow, and you've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, painting today.
You've been doing painting, been getting acoustical treatment up, and getting ready for folks that need to have a space to do some type of creator work. So what are some of the examples of what that creator work might be?
I'm really excited to have a space where I can shoot consistent YouTube video for brands, and then we can also cut that up into shorts and be able to post all that out for you to tell a story. To make media that is like true to what you do, not just trendy, catchy things that grab attention, but actual content that educates and convinces people that they should buy or work with you. And so we're going to do that right here in studio. We can make a custom background for you, or you can use one that we have available. I have a couple options. Maybe we should shoot some B-roll and just show them.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Clips of what our studio looks like. Here in this room back here, you can pull these 4x8 set walls off the wall and interchange them out. So I could have that ready for you even before you walk in. Your stuff's all set to go. We're also excited that we have a conference room down the way. We're pretty excited to grab a bunch of local sports team, cool local items to put on those shelves to advertise. And then we'll have that space that we can shoot in. We have 2 rooms that are under construction. We don't know what those are going to look like yet, but I think our plans are pretty formulated now at this point, what those are going to look like.
On one of them, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and the other one, still under construction, for sure.
Yeah,
both
definitely.
on planning and in real life.
Well, and the one that we're sitting in right now, the backdrop here is going to look very different very soon.
There's an Amazon order coming today.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Trying to get some acoustical treatment that I don't know of any other place that exists. I've never seen it anywhere else. So
So we ordered online.
yeah, so that's the reason to get some of this stuff here. If there was a local company that had acoustical treatment, I'd buy it from you. But we don't have it.
Yeah.
So that's just part of how this works. But this is every day it's something new. I've done more work in here today, and it actually sounds a little bit different now. I don't know if that actually shows up on the video or not, but I know it surely shows up here.
Yeah,
I can tell just sitting here it's different.
It feels different right here.
Yeah. So it's a process. So we've got areas that are available to rent time, so you don't have to build a set, and we've got state-of-the-art equipment to be able to use to do those different projects. So get a hold of us. Website coming soon. We'll get more of that information up. I think it would be good if we had a lot of things dialed in before we actually put that out. But because we're still, as we said, we're still a work in progress.
So my opponent got you as if you reserve a space and it looks different a month from now. Because it will.
Yeah.
So. But after I think we'll have it pretty formulated here in a couple of weeks.
I hope so. Yeah, we've got an open house coming up, and it's gonna.
That we do.
Yeah, we kind of want to be ready for that. I'm expecting a number of people to come through here.
I'm expecting a lot of people to come through here.
Yeah, so that'll be a fun day to bring folks in and out, and even an opportunity to come see the park building and look around at some of the different areas. And I know that after talking with Mark Hanwright, he said, they want to make sure they're ready too for this open house. So that's going to be a chance to see all the hard work that they've done here.
Yep. And the potential coffee shop is now available again.
Yeah, so that there is a space downstairs for a coffee shop, maybe a little cafe, bistro, tiny little sandwich shop or something. I don't mean the word tiny because it's not that small.
No, it's pretty big.
Yeah, but it's good. I think it's a perfect size for a coffee shop in this area. There'll be plenty of areas for seating. So if you had an idea that this was the type of business that you wanted to have, there's a great location here, and you're going to have built-in customers. There's
going to be a lot of people in this building when they have people moving back in. So
yeah, but if there is a coffee shop downstairs, I'm probably down there quite a bit, and it's coming. We'll have that. I know there's already a hairstylist downstairs. That is, she's busy. I see folks coming in and out of her place all the time.
Yeah, she's super busy.
Yeah, so if you are a small business or even a larger business in need of space in the downtown Council Bluffs area, check out the park building. Get a hold of Mark Hanwright at Heartland Properties. He would love to be able to have a conversation with you. He was just on yesterday's show giving us a tour. So if you haven't seen the inside of it, yesterday's morning coffee show would be a great chance to take a look. We don't see every single thing, but we see quite a few of the highlights of what this building has to offer.
Did you tour the vault downstairs?
We did not go downstairs into the basement where the vault is.
There are 2 bank vaults in the basement of this building, and they are very cool.
Yes, there's also a giant stack of air conditioners down there.
Yeah, need an air conditioner?
Yeah, and Mark did say that. If you need a window air conditioner, he's making deals right now.
Yeah, I mean seriously, if you need to bulk buy 30 of them.
Yeah,
they're looking to pass on those because they upgraded us to.
Yeah, we have central air in here now.
So
Yeah, it's
that's
all
a great improvement to the building.
Yep, and they put in a sprinkler system, which it's got to make people gun shy after the reason this place was shut down for 2 years. It's a lot of water damage after it essentially rained water through a busted pipe for a weekend.
Yeah,
and created a lot of damage. But
they've
been working hard.
They've made it nice. The new flooring.
Yep.
Paint's all fresh. I mean, I'm repainting different colors, but this place is cool.
Yeah.
It's ready to go right off the bat. You can move right in. All you gotta do is print your decal, put it on the door. We still have to do that.
Yeah, that's coming soon too. Hopefully by the open house we'll have the decals up, and we already are starting to book time in here.
Yep.
I mean that has happened. I've got folks that are wanting to do podcasting, and they're coming here to do it. So that is something. The facility that we have here, we're saying it more than once, but I think it deserves to be said more than once, is unique to Council Bluffs. I don't know of any other place like this here.
Nope.
No. So
nope. It's not quite the co-working thing you see in Omaha, but it does feel like that because there's a lot of individual offices. But it has everyone that's in the building is friendly. We've talked to everybody so far.
I think so.
I think so. It's kind of, it's not a co-working space, but it feels kind of like it's a co-working space. Except we don't share any space. We have our own space.
Yeah.
But
it feels a lock on the door.
It doesn't feel like I'm alone. I feel like there's other people in the building with me. It feels like a good community space. And then we just walked down the street and had lunch today. It was super nice.
Yeah, there's a number of restaurants downtown that you can just in walking distance. So need to once I figure out the parking, so I'm not feeding meters all day long. I think there's a lot that we can rent space in. I may end up doing that. Yeah, I may end up doing that. I'd figure out.
I don't mind doing it. I park up the street, and then if it's nice out, I'm just gonna walk to work.
Yeah, that's true.
You will too, where you're at. So
yeah.
Just lately, it's been very cold. So.
All right. Well, you got to go get some more painting done.
I do.
I've got more work that I've got to get done today, and as I said, what you see behind me is going to look different very soon, and
hopefully tomorrow,
as long as the delivery's on time today.
We'll find out.
and then we can go start working on the next studio, which is just like I said, it's a process.
Yep.
But once we got in here, phone started ringing.
Yep.
I think people are ready.
Yep. People are ready.
All right. He's Kyle Ranney, Tailslate Agency. Thank you so much for your willingness to jump on the mic with me. Exactly. All right. We'll see you again soon. Your opportunity to pick up some studio time in the studios on Willow will be happening very, very soon. Since 1870, Avila Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs. Whether you need a loan, starting a new business account, saving money for a trip, or looking to open a personal checking account, Avila's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avila.bank to learn more. If you need precision metal fabrication done right, look no further than Foxco Fabrication in Council Bluffs. From custom welding to large-scale manufacturing, bringing your ideas to life with expert craftsmanship and cutting-edge technology. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or custom fabrication, they get the job done on time and built to last. Proudly made right here in Council Bluffs. That is Foxco Fabrication. Learn more at foxcofab.com. And this holiday season, let Bloomworks Floral light up your home with festive joy. Nestled in the heart of Council Bluffs on the historic 100 block, Bloomworks crafts gorgeous bouquets, wreaths, and centerpieces perfect for Christmas gatherings, gifts under the tree, or adding a little holiday magic to your space. Order online at ebloomworks.com for easy delivery to the Council Bluffs and Omaha metro area. From the Bloomworks family to yours, Merry Christmas. May your season bloom bright. That's going to wrap up today's show. More updates from the studios on Willow will continue. I'm having a great time, and I'm looking forward to that open house coming up in January. My name's Todd Studer. Have a great Tuesday.